to Dr. Nazir and a very brief introduction about him. He is an educationist and a social entrepreneur of high repute, I would say. He started over 160 commercial businesses and philanthropic entities. He is one of the directors of Ahuat Foundation, and which is, as you might know, that this is one of the, not only Pakistan's largest organization of its kind, but it's the world's largest. It gives assistance to relatively poor people, those people who cannot afford, and they're doing a great job. It's world's largest. And one of the key, he's also one of the key members of our Aviation Institute of Management. So here's a quick poll.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. MashaAllah, the extensive education we just received was really amazing. I think we need to appreciate Dr. Saab. Let's clap for him. It was so comprehensive, so informative, so educative. I think I learned a lot today. And I'm sure all of the participants around here or virtually present, and they would appreciate what we downloaded today. Okay. So my topic, as you see here, is effective communication in a classroom environment. So this is more about synchronous, not asynchronous. So you're either face-to-face or you're virtually connected with your when we communicate with our students, it is really important to be effective. We will discuss how to be effective. Basically, when you communicate, you have something in your mind and you're transferring that knowledge, that information, that content to the students. Now, this is a journey. So the knowledge you have, the information you have, you convert it into either vocal or by sign language or by body language into a channel which is delivered to the student. He should receive it well and then register in his mind. So this is a journey, a 4-step journey. Each aspect has to be really effective to make sure that you have transferred your knowledge to your students. So the first thing we really need to do is our delivery should be absolutely clear, and it should be comprehensively passing the information to the students. So the instructions must be very clear. Very often, some teachers, when they deliver, there is some confusion in it. So we need to rehearse, practice before we really start talking to our students. So that will make our instructions very clear. So clarity is very important. The language has to be simplified. We do not need to use jargons. मोइन अख्तर का एक ड्रामा था, वो बीमार था, तो डॉक्टर को बुलाया गया। डॉक्टर ने पूछा, हाँ भाई क्या है? उसने कहा कि गुदूदान मैदा में आलम जंग है। डॉक्टर ने कहा क्या? 3-4 बार वो यही रिपीट करता रहा। तो डॉक्टर ने कहा मुझे तो समझ नहीं आ रही। तो वो मोइन अख्तर गुस्सा हो गया और कहता मेरे पेट में दर्द है। तो मकसद ये है कि ये एक बात समझाने के लिए जितनी आसान लैंग्वेज हम यूज करें, तो वी हैव टू यूज अ लैंग्वेज दैट इज क्लियरली अंडरस्टूड इजीली बाय द स्टूडेंट्स। जार्गन्स नहीं यूज करना है। एक्चुअली कम्युनिकेशन इज अ टू वे प्रोसेस। हम कहते हैं ना गुफ्त सनीद, हमने बात भी करनी है और सुनना भी है। सिर्फ वन वे ट्रैफिक होगी ना, उसमें फिर मजा नहीं आता या वो इफेक्टिव नहीं रहता। सो वी हैव टू लिसन टू द स्टूडेंट्स। नाउ लिसनिंग डजंट मीन दैट दे कीप टॉकिंग टू यू, but maybe you take their responses in the gestures, they create on their face, on their body language. So it has to be two-way traffic. I mean, when you're talking, you should also listen to your students, how they are responding. And in the meantime, you should appreciate and encourage them, asking questions, asking for clarification. So encourage them, let them interrupt. That will really make your delivery of knowledge more effective. And of course, you should get feedback. You should get your feedback from the students also. Just like at the end of the Dr. Saab's session, he got a little survey or little opinion poll. So I think such activities create a better understanding of your students. बेटा अभी नहीं जाना. हेलो, बंद कर दो और आना जाना बंद करो. And the most important thing is non-verbal communication. What is non-verbal communication? Actually, when you are talking, from your hairstyling to your shoes, from head to toe, actually everything is talking. The words that we speak contributes only 27% of your communication. The rest is your eye contact. Suppose I'm talking to you and I'm looking here and talking to you. Will it be effective? No. So you have to maintain a continuous eye contact with everyone around. Everyone should feel that this man, this person is talking to me. So you're looking into eye of each and every person. Suppose you have a large crowd, a few hundred people, then people use W method, that your eye contact should move like this. Everyone feels that yes, I am being addressed. And basically, it's eye contact that creates a connection between you and the listener. So eye contact is extremely important. Likewise, your posture, your hands movement, the wrinkles on your forehead, the way you dress, your attire, all these are parts of body language. And if you maintain that, if you take care of this, then your communication will have that balance 73% addressed, and your communication will be most effective. As we see that visual ads, like we saw some videos, we saw some graphics, we saw some links. If it is visually presented, again, it creates a greater effect. So that should be used as much as possible. Creating an inclusive environment. What do you mean by this? There are a number of things that we need to include our listeners. To include them, we have to bring them, first of all, in a positive mindset. that opens up their receptive capability. To make them receptive, you first have to bring them in a positive mental mode. And how to do that? Just appreciate them. Speak something that they like. When they like something, they'll open up their mind to listen to you with the following content that you will deliver more effectively. So include them, bring them into your persona, bring them, make them part of your individuality. They must feel that, okay, I'm part of this. They should not feel excluded. And this means, of course, we take care of the cultural sensitivity. I mean, you should not comment on somebody's dressing, somebody's attire. You should simply appreciate them. They will come into a positive mindset and be very receptive. So this is most important. And I just mentioned before that encourage participation. Let them ask questions. Let them interrupt. Let them react to whatever you're saying. Openness and accessibility. You should be open to interaction. You should be accessible. When I say accessible, that means that they should feel that whatever I want to ask, I can. They should have complete access to gain knowledge from us. And availability. Availability, basically in the classroom, yes, we are available, but then we should make ourselves more available beyond the classroom also. You should share your email ID, your WhatsApp number, let them get clarifications, to let them get answers to some questions which they haven't understood. So this is also an important aspect. Oh, a lot of content has been given to us on using technology. Of course, what we learned was about online education, online teaching. But even in the classroom setting or synchronous setting, a lot of technology should be used, like we're using for the audience sitting here. And then we can use videos, we can use slides, we can use even some props, etc. May I request everyone to please get up? Everyone, please get up. Stand up. And everyone face this wall. Everyone face this wall. And please massage the person in front of you. Please. This is Pomodoro effect. Please massage. नीचे आ जाओ. क्या जो आगे वाले हैं ना वो बहुत खुश हैं. क्या हमारा बॉस में मसाज हो रहा है. So please turn other way around and do the same thing. Thank you very much.
It's a time of break.
Yes, I mean, I just demonstrated that this changes the mood and refreshes everyone here. To use such technology, such activities to enhance your effectiveness. But this is possible only on physical presence of the thing. But even they are virtual, tell them if you are 2 or 3 around, do this. Using technology, we have really discussed a lot about it. So we now really know a lot that how to use technology to be more effective. So we should definitely do that. We need to address mind models. Anyone knows about what is mind models?
The mind, setting up the other's mind, set up the mind, another's mind, the subject's mind.
According to yourself, the way you are,
Yes.
the way you have, it is being modeled onto other person.
Good, good. Basically, when a when upbringing takes place of an individual, of a child to youth, then he develops a mind model. मैं एक सिंपल आपको मिसाल दूं, ट्रैफिक सेंस आप ले लें. People who are driving, say in Karachi, when they go to Islamabad, their driving changes. When go to America, England, when go to Middle East, their driving pattern changes. Because here, the mind model is changing lane without indicator, even going on the other side, wrong way, braking signals. These are matters of pride, unfortunately. So that is the mind model of Karachites, Karachi drivers. Most of them, not all of them. Now, this is their mind model, and it has developed over a period because they have been driving in such an atmosphere. But when they go to Pindi, policing is so strict that you cannot escape any traffic violation. So their driving changes. Likewise, every student has a mind model because of their upbringing, because of the atmosphere they have grown up, because of their parentage, because of their friends, they have developed a mind model. So we should really identify mind models of your students. Let me in a classroom setting, you may see students who are very talkative, some are very quiet, some are introvert, some are extrovert. Some are naughty, some are bookish, some are aggressive, some are lethargic. So you have a blend of all kinds of mind models in your classes. It is extremely difficult to sync their mind models. But you should realize different mind models, and then maybe you can explain or deliver your content in 2 or 3 fashions, 2 or 3 styles to make sure that everyone has been included in your conversation. Now, this is a whole big subject. Maybe someday we will talk exclusively about mind models and how to manage them, how to sync them, how to bring them on a similar mind modeling as close as possible. It's not possible absolutely to bring them on same page, but this should be helpful. Normally what happens that a talkative boy, you tell him, get out of my class, which is not correct, because he is also here to learn. And it's your obligation to transfer your knowledge to him also. Excuse me. We already discussed feedback, but then you should always take feedback by simply asking questions or let them tell you that what they have understood and what they have not. What is further clarification they need. At the same time, try to inculcate communication skills in your students also, so they can effectively reflect about what is in their mind. They can share their apprehensions, their confusions, their challenges very clearly. So inculcate communication skills, which includes speaking and listening. So even as a listener, they should be very good communicators. Both parts must be. So we must try to inculcate quality communication skills into the students also. conflict resolution. In every classroom, you see conflicts. So you should make sure to create a harmony among the students also. That really improves the atmosphere. They are more friendly, they are more receptive, they're not trying to cut each other's very often we see teachers abusing students, speaking bad words. If he's not behaving, they will also start speaking, तुम्हारे बाप ने नहीं सिखाया, तुम्हारे माँ ने नहीं सिखाया, ये वो ऐसी बातें टीचर्स करते हैं, which is very, very unfair. If we respect the students, I mean, what you give, you get back. They will respect you. They will be closer to you. So we really need to respect. So I conclude that effective communication in classroom is fundamental to fostering an engaging and supportive learning environment. By prioritizing clarity, active listening, and non-verbal cues, educators can create a space where students feel valued and understood. ये बुनियादी तौर पे हमने आज ये डिस्कस किया कि how to be effective in a classroom setting. I'll request Engineer Rahil to probably discuss some more effective spiritual part. Rahil?